we get down to business.
You gonna race?
What do you think?
Oh, boy, won't Herbie love that. Le Mans, Monte Carlo, thrills, glamour, the roar of the crowd.
For bringing me down to this ridiculous desert. Isn't that the scruffy little car we had in the shop?
Now we're going. You're doing terrific, Herbie. But don't make it look too easy. Play it smart. Okay, Jim, go ahead. You're marrying him.
So who cares? I'll tell you one thing. I certainly don't intend losing any sleep over that absurd car.
Come on! Come on! No, Herbie! No!
Douglas, driving a Class D special.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Good race, huh?
Yeah, thanks, Ray.
Boy, was Herbie ever great today.
Hey, I was out there, too. Wouldn't you say there was a fair piece of driving?
Hey, I'm not trying to take anything away from you, but you got to admit that this little guy backed you all the way.
Yeah.
It's a nice little car. You know something else? For the first time in a long while, I felt my real self out there today. I mean, a sense of authority like the top drivers have, you know?
I kind of felt you felt that.
Tennessee, I wouldn't admit this to anybody else, but I was beginning to think I'd never be anything more than a piston-happy, lead-foot punk. Then this starts to happen.
I'm glad for you, Jim. You know that.
Well, hello. I see you finally learned how to handle this car. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What have you done to this thing?
Oh, an adjustment here, an adjustment there.
You want to sell it back? I own most of it anyway, you know. Still 23 payments to go.
Well,
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take the car and give you $1,000 clear. Now, what do you say to that?
No, you don't want to do that.
it's all right, Tennessee. I know what I'm doing. I think Mr. Thorndyke is a little mixed up as to who or what won that race.
And what does that mean?
Someday I'll teach you not to confuse the car with the driver.
I should welcome the opportunity.
Mr. Thorndyke, I think that's a very good idea of yours.
What is?
You're racing in the Libra Open at Riverside the end of the month, right?
Yes?
Well, I'm sure that Mr. Douglas would like to get the remainder of his payments off his back.
No doubt. But why should I think that's such a good idea?
Well, if Mr. Douglas entered the race, he could bet his share of the little car against the remaining payments.
What do you say, Douglas? Winner to become the sole owner of the car. A moment ago, you mentioned teaching me a lesson. Do I now detect a note of timidity?
Racing. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Win or lose, put up or shut up. You got yourself a deal, Thorndyke.